What is up, Facebook? It is your sexy goth bad boy, King Cobra, coming back at you with another video. Yo, what is up? So, check this out. I went to Cobra Craft Wands over on Etsy, and I got a review on one of my wands. The customer who viewed it gave me a full 5-star rating. And after the customer gave me a 5-star rating, they said, "I am in love with my wand. I can feel the power in my whole body when I wield it. Would buy again." Yes, over here at Cobra Craft Wands, we aim to please. Reviews like that make me happy. It shows that, you know what I'm saying, it makes my business look good, and it shows that people are happy with their purchase. Hell yeah. If you're just tuning into Facebook Live, I got a review on one of my wands, a Franken 77 on August 10th, 2018. Gave me a full 5 stars. I am in love with my wand. I can feel the power in my whole body when I wield it. Would buy again. Yeah, the review before it wasn't so hot. They were a little torqued about shipping, but so far, that's the only complaint I have on my business, is that shipping is a little whack. So hopefully, I can figure out a way to type the whole number on my shipping so it's a bit more accurate, because I've never heard any complaints on my product. No, my product has been selling like hotcakes. People who have people who have ordered my wands, everybody who orders my wands is extremely happy with their purchase. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing of it. The only complaints I get are on my shipping rates. That's the only complaint I get. So if I can figure out how to type the shipping rates more correctly with Etsy's system, then we'll be set. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate those of you out there who are still willing to buy a wand even after my pre-existing difficulties. I went on to KeeperCast thinking, okay, what kind of shit's going to be said about me this time? And lo and behold, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I went in there prepared to fight my battle and say my 2 cents, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And the most recent review on Cobra Craft Wands Franken77 on August 10th, 2018, gave me a full 5-star review and said, and I quote, about his black and blue wand. He said, I am in love with my wand. I can feel the power in my whole body when I wield it. Would buy again. Yes. A shout out to Rick Wood. Thank you for the support. That makes me feel good when I get a positive review on my work. That makes people more anxious to buy another wand. Trust and believe. Right before Keeper Cast started, excuse me, I put just a touch of glow-in-the-dark spray paint on the parlor wand. See what I'm saying? Like, it's still drying, but this is the wand without the handle. You can just tell it's glowing without even looking at it. Now, this video I made on YouTube where I'm like carving a wand out, there's a couple steps I didn't film on YouTube, and I'll explain that right now in this video, plus when I go to wrap the handle on this wand. But I painted the white on the sections that needed to be painted white, and when I took the tape off, some of that white bled into the black on the wand, so I had to repaint the black section. And then once that dried, I added glow-in-the-dark spray paint to the white section of that wand. Boom. Now that shit's looking fresh. Hell yeah. What's up, Josh? What's up, Megan Miller? How you doing? So right now, I'm getting the first batch of wands done. I'm going to get each wand to that point where all it needs is Mod Podge. I build each wand to where all they need is Mod Podge. And then, you know what I'm saying? So once I get this parlor wand with the handle on it glued on and everything trimmed like it's supposed to be, I'll set it to the side and carve the next one, and so on and so forth. Well, I can't tell you how good it feels when I have a very satisfied customer on Cobra Craft Wands over on Etsy. This customer who bought a black and blue wand gave it a full 5 stars, and their review says, the review of this person's wand, they said, I am in love with my wand. I can feel the power in my whole body when I wield it. Would buy again. That's the kind of people that I know are going to be satisfied. Then you yeah, I'll podge them real good, trust and believe, but I get the wands carved and handled before I podge them. I'll podge them one at a time, but everything else I can do in multiple stages pretty easily. Mm. But yeah, I'm starting on my next batch of wands. I've only gotten like maybe one slightly bad review on my wands. All the other reviews on my wands have been nothing but positive. And the only negative is that, okay, the shipping, that's easy enough fixed. I'll try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? If I can, I can't. But yeah. How much profit have you made with the wands so far? Enough to keep my business afloat. Thank you for your question, Mr. Parker Jackson. Parker Jackson says, how much money have you made with your wands so far? Enough to keep my business afloat. Thank you for asking. It gives me something to do, and it makes my fans happy when they receive a wand from their Lord and Savior. Believe me, there are some people who watch my videos religiously, so when they get a chance to get their hands on a wand made by their favorite YouTuber, it's like Christmas 10 times over for them, I'm telling you right now. And that kind of feeling makes me feel good, knowing that the awesome wands I carve bring joy to so much people. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people have sat there and said, thanks to this wand, my life is turned around. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, I'm doing something good here with these wands. I don't got much pipe tobacco, so I'm conserving it a bit. That's good. That's what the guy who owns the Duck Boat Tours said. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm sure it's just a pure coincidence. Look, all I know is that my wand business makes me money and it makes my fans happy to receive a wand made by their favorite YouTuber. So I'm like, you know what? Let's make this happen. Now, when the paint's done drying on that parlor wand, I'm going to show YouTube how to properly wrap leather around a handle. Like I said in the last Facebook Live, or the last couple, I should say, there is no specific way to do it. The pattern is uniquely your own, but there is a technique to getting it to stick and stay that I want to show you how to do. Hey bartender, my glass is empty. You see this shit? You see this shit, Facebook? I'm an artist in many different ways. I produce music, I produce wands. Yeah. See, I'm walking a straight line. See, I can handle my liquor a lot better than most people give me credit for, but you know. There we go. I've already poured some of that. The rest of my... Oh. I poured the rest of the Monster I had into here, that Monster Orange. And that cap's trying to get away from me. I don't think so, Scooter. But check out the sexy goatee I'm growing in right there. Doesn't look like much but 5 o'clock shadow, but give it a couple weeks. Old King Cobra will grow a sexy ass goatee, just you wait and see. That's enough to cap me off for the evening. I save a wee bit for tomorrow. Now, I love to drink and relax and have a good time, but, you know, making the bottle last 2 to 3 days, that's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not ridiculous. A real alcoholic would have that shit polished in like 1 day flat, but 2 to 3 days, that's pretty reasonable. People want to be like, oh, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, yeah. So check this out. You're a tobacco smoker. Maybe you smoke a pipe and you want to cut down on the smell of your tobacco. That's what these things are for. This little invention is quite useful. You take a dryer sheet, you stretch it over the top of your cardboard tube nice and tight. You put a ponytail holder to hold it in place, and you stuff the back of it with dryer sheets. I don't do it too often, but you know what I'm saying? Every now and then, this is great for cutting down the smell of tobacco. Observe, if I have a tobacco pipe stuffed with half a bowl of tobacco, There we go now. Every time you take a hit of tobacco, you carb the bowl with your entire hand. As soon as you finish taking your rip, just like I did. You inhale it and you exhale through this thing. Now your pipe tobacco will smell like dryer sheets. So that way, if you're in an area where, okay, you're not supposed to be smoking indoors, but at least it smells like dryer sheets and it don't smell like tobacco. I mean, I got both my windows open anyways, but that's beside the point. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to smoke indoors and get away with it, you can't do that with a cigarette, mind you. That's what I love about smoking tobacco pipes. I love smoking tobacco pipe. That's my jam. If someone said, pick between cigarettes and tobacco pipe, I'd be like, that's a tough call, but I'm going to end up picking pipes over cigarettes. Just because you get more variety of pipe tobacco with pipe tobacco. And pipe tobacco ends up being a lot cheaper than cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? But you get a good smelling cherry pipe tobacco that you can smoke in public and everyone's just like, oh my God, it smells delicious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't get that with cigarettes. Not that I give a fuck what people think about me, I'm just saying. Now, if you want to smoke tobacco indoors, but you're technically not allowed to, you take a cardboard tube and a dryer sheet. You stretch the dryer sheet tight over the surface of the top. Hold it in place. Wrap a ponytail holder around the dryer sheet. Then stuff a bunch of dryer sheets in the back on the inside. So that way when it'll not only cut down on the smell of tobacco, but it'll also save you some tobacco. Think about it. You take a tobacco pipe, load it halfway with tobacco, leave the other half empty. You take your hit, whatever, you cover it. After you hit it, blow it through here. Instead of loading a full bowl of tobacco, you're loading half a bowl. This is not only going to save you on pipe tobacco, but it'll cut down on the smell. Here's the thing of it. I've never met too many people that were offended by the smell of pipe tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Because pipe tobacco smells good. You don't hear too many people complain about it, but at the same time, if you're smoking a pipe in public, people be like, oh, that smells good. That reminds me of my uncle, my grandfather, my father, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that with cigarettes, man. You really don't. Personally, I love the smell of tobacco, but my neighbors might not be a fan of it. So to help cut down on the smell of tobacco, it helps to make one of these things right here. You can sit here and You know what I'm saying? You maximize your nicotine deliverance. Instead of just sitting here like a classy gentleman, just puff on your pipe like, you know. This is a more sneaky way of getting away with smoking pipe indoors, you know. But when most people think of pipe smokers, they think of Albert Einstein, Mark Twain, Hugh Hefner, Bing Crosby. So there's a bit of class associated with smoking a pipe. This is the pipe I tried turning green, and I sanded most of the stain off of it when I baked it in the oven, and it created a camo pipe, so to speak. Matches my jacket quite nicely. I can dig it. This is good smelling pipe tobacco, but that doesn't mean everybody's going to be a fan of it. I love the smell of tobacco, period. I don't care if it's from a stinky cigarette, a stinky cigar, or a pipe. I love the smell of tobacco. That doesn't mean everybody else is going to love the smell as much as I do. So if I can make these crafty little ways to make the smell of tobacco disappear, you know what I'm saying, Facebook? Yeah. Because right now it smells like a load of laundry. It doesn't smell like tobacco. Hell yeah. I can get down with that. I shaved my mustache because, quite honestly, it's hard for it to grow just right. Trying to get that dastardly, evil villain, satanic mustache going, and it's hard to get going. I have an easier time growing a goddamn goatee, to be honest, Facebook. But and the reason why I might, that's cool, because as soon as I started smoking out of my tobacco pipe, the camo paint job became more apparent. It was like paying patronage to our troops by smoking a pipe, you know what I'm saying? But could you use something like this for your cigarette smoke? The answer is yes, you could. It would make your cigarette smoke smell a bit like dryer sheets. And if it gets to the point where your dryer sheets are brown from the nicotine, you gotta change them out, stuff them back in there. You know what I'm saying? This will help you get away with smoking indoors. Not that I condone it, but yeah. Because right now it smells like dryer sheets. It doesn't smell like stanky ass tobacco. Now, it's easier to hide the smell of tobacco with a pipe than it is a bloody cigarette. I've always had a thing for pipe smoking. Oh, yes, I have. Trust and motherfucking belief. This one time, I was with my dad in upstate New York at a goddamn art show, and there was a couple of people smoking a tobacco pipe. And like 2 out of 3 of the people smoking a pipe had the same blend. It smelled like Christmas cookies. I bullshit you not. People are smoking a pipe in the mid-hot summer's gaze, and it smells like Christmas cookies. That's some good smelling tobacco, I tell you what. But, yeah, dude, a lot of people have different reasons for getting into pipe smoking. I'll admit it, Roger from 101 Dalmatians got me into pipe smoking. Watching 101 Dalmatians, here's Cruella de Vil's car. And for me as a little kid in the 90s, I'm like, that's a sick-ass car. Cruella de Vil's car got me into hot rodding, and Roger smoking a pipe got me into pipe smoking. Some people be like, I was watching Sherlock Holmes, that's what got me into pipe smoking, blah, blah, blah. Or I was watching the Harry Potter movies, that's what got me into blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me tell you right now, this is what got the King Cobra into hot rodding and smoking a pipe. The 2 things that got me into 1, smoking a pipe, and 2, hot rodding, Cruella de Vil's car and 101 Dalmatians, the Disney version, the original cartoon animation. That's what got me into hot rodding. That's what got me into hot rodding. And Roger smoking a pipe. That's what got me into pipe smoking, I'm being honest with y'all, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. I may want some more whiskey later on in the evening, but right now I'm content to make the smell of pipe tobacco disappear from my apartment. I have the smell good device. These things are easy as fuck to make, dude. It's not a smell, it's not a problem. That's the way I sees it. I'm giving the glow in the dark paint a chance to dry solid before I wrap the handle around the parlor wand. So it gives some insight into my magic when I make these glorious wands. But when you got people hit me up on Etsy giving their order a 5-star rating and saying, I am in love with my wand. I can feel the power in my whole body when I wield it. Would buy again. And there are some fans who understand what I'm trying to do with my wands. I'm selling fans real magical artifacts. You know what I'm saying? $24 for a wand you can use to cast real magic. That's pretty impressive. You can ghost your tobacco pipe, but you can't ghost a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? All I got is a little bit of pipe tobacco, but I isn't complaining. Drinking on some Jack, smoking on some delicious pipe. You know what I'm saying? Life is sweet right now. Enjoy life for the simple qualities. Hell yeah. Now, this invention that I came up with to cut down on the smell of tobacco coming from my apartment. This thing is nothing new, but it's real simple. You take a cardboard roll and you stretch a dryer sheet over the surface and you tie it down with some tape or a ponytail holder, whatever you can get a hold of. And then you stuff the back of it with dryer sheets. And if you want to smoke tobacco and get away with it much easier, you can cut down on the smell of tobacco by blowing your smoke through a homemade sploof. It's also a great way to go greener for your planet because you're reusing something that you'd normally throw away. You're sitting there thinking, I just used the last of my toilet paper, so I want to throw this cardboard tube away. Think again, YouTube. Think again. This camo paint job of my tobacco pipe. It wasn't how I was planning to finish this pipe, but it looks sick as fuck nonetheless. Awesome patronage to our troops. I'll smoke to that. This homemade device cuts down on the smell of tobacco quite nicely. Instead of smelling like my filthy nicotine habit, my apartment smells like a fresh load of laundry. That's actually smart. Social media, that's actually pretty smart. This bowl's getting warm. I'll let it cool off. I guarantee you, if you treat your tobacco just like that, you'll get away with it. Because, God and Cobra's got you covered. Let me tell you something. Let me say just one thing. YouTube, Facebook. Your consciousness doesn't guarantee existence. Your existence is not guaranteed on your conscience. That's what I have to say. Let that sink in for a second. Now, by the time this parlor wand is done drying, I'll make a video on YouTube on how to properly wrap a wand with a handle. Yes. But the life hacks keep a-flowing. Right now, my apartment smells like dryer sheets. It doesn't smell like my filthy tobacco habit. Yeah. So making your own homemade sploof comes in handy. How the fuck are people gonna get offended by the smell of dryer sheets? You're trying to hide the smell of your pipe tobacco. Generally speaking, most people aren't offended by the smell of pipe tobacco, but for those that are, you got a quick solution right here. And the reason why I share this with my fans is because I know how it is. You want a quick solution to hiding the smell of tobacco. I got you covered because old Gothic King Cobra is full of a couple tricks. And making something like this will simplify your life so much. If it hides the smell of tobacco, imagine what else it would hide. Imagine just for 1 second. If it hides the smell of tobacco, it can hide the smell of everything else. So learning how to make a homemade sploof is good for the soul, Facebook. And if you want to make the perfect homemade sploof, you take a cardboard tube and a dryer sheet. You stretch the dryer sheet tight over the end you're blowing out of. You put a ponytail holder or a rubber band to hold that dryer sheet in place. Once you've done that, you got your dryer sheet attached to the front end of your sploof. Then you take fresh dryer sheets and stuff it into the inside of this tube, just like that. So if you don't want to deal with candles or incense, check this out. You go to smoke your pipe, watch out. God, the King Cobra, going to show you the way. So that there's no smell and no problem. Now blowing your smoke through your homemade spliff will make your tobacco smell like dryer sheets. Trust and motherfucking believe. Boom. That way, if it gets to be too cold outside and you feel like it's too cold to step out for a bowl of pipe tobacco, there you go. I just gave y'all a way to smoke indoors. Very resourceful, very easy to make. And right now, my apartment smells like dryer sheets. It smells like somebody doing a clean load of laundry. It smells good. Yeah. As a YouTube celebrity, these are the kind of life hacks. These are the kind of life hacks I like to share with you fine folks. Keep your space clean. Keep your space paid. Keep it clean, keep it paid, and hide the smell. That's how you do. This, you're going, yeah. Ah, there you go. Put that goblet in the fridge. Oh, shit. As a consequence of the drinking, God damn it. I find it humorous and frustrating at the same time. But that's bound to happen when you drink a Jack. I can't let a good buzz stop me from continuing my batch of wands. To be truthfully fair, these are things I do late at night to cut down on the smell of tobacco. And it works exceptionally well. It perfumes the air with the smell of dryer sheets, not the smell of disgusting cancer-causing tobacco. The reason why I'm sharing this method with you fine folks on Facebook and YouTube because it works, dude. It works. I guarantee you, your shit we smell like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You want to cut down the smell. Make yourself a sploof. Oh. Like, no disrespect to anything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, make yourself a good sploof and you can hide the smell of damn near anything. Life hacks brought to you in part by Gothic King Cobra. Instead of just chilling on a bowl of tobacco, sit here, smoke your pipe, carb every hit of tobacco you take. Inhale it, exhale through your sploof, and whatever pipe tobacco you're smoking immediately smells like dryer sheets. You know what I'm saying? That way. You be sitting there saying, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. You can't say it stinks like tobacco when it smells like dryer sheets. You know what I'm saying? Well, that bowl's cash on tobacco. Hell yeah. Instead of smelling like my usual delicious black Cavendish mix, it smells like dryer sheets. So the tobacco smells not overpowering. Yeah. So let me tell you something. Making a homemade sploof definitely cuts down on the smell of your tobacco. This is a goblet sent by a fan. A refill of this on top. There we go. It smells like dryer sheet goodness. Instead of smelling like somebody smoking a pipe, it smells like somebody doing a load of laundry. See what I'm saying, Facebook? Yeah. Keep your rent paid, keep your place clean, and on top of that, keep it smelling good.